Yeah, and I think the big thing is we are all born with this bias. We do. It's in the culture, it's ingrained in us, where our parents came from. But you broke through yours.
Yep.
And it's how you react to that natural bias that really changes everything. Right? We're gonna feel it. We're gonna walk down the street and we'll naturally have a feeling. If someone's walking toward us for whatever reason, we recognize that feeling. It's how we react to that feeling that really changes the outcome.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a big thing, and that's really what we're trying to teach students, what we're trying to teach the community. It's okay to have that feeling. That's natural. We can't control it. Let's learn how to react to it, and is it real? And then we can start to understand, hey, you know what? That was taught to us. It was learned behavior, and we can break through that. My family, my parents are immigrants, and they brought a Sicilian culture to my upbringing here in the States. We were the first ones born here. Their views are very different than, say the Massachusetts that we live in now. But, so some of those things come up, but I don't respond to them the way that I was brought up. So that changes everything. And now, of course, 40 years later, them in this country, they get it too. And so they've changed theirs, but it's there. And the big thing is how we respond to it, because I think naturally we have to stop feeling bad in the sense of, why do I feel that way? Some of it we can't control, but let's react differently. And I think that's the message.
Right, and I appreciate you saying that too. And on a sort of a final thought on this, the people, the opponents for this, they have these biases.
Right.
They have these learned behaviors that they have created or have been taught to them on what transgender people are. And just you sitting here saying, transgender people are safe. Me sitting here as a transgender person saying, thank you for saying that we're safe. That helps break those biases down a little bit. The fact that I think it's the Massachusetts Chief of Police Union supports the yes on 3 vote. So law enforcement is behind this. They understand that diversity is not a bad thing, that letting people be their authentic self is actually a good thing. And it sounds like that Acton Police is really pushing forward with that, and that makes me smile, because in Tennessee that didn't happen too much. And that was one of the reasons I moved up here. And to be honest with you, I've not had too many bad experiences in Massachusetts since I moved here. And that's the way that I want my life to be. That's the way I want the kids that you work with, I want their life to be. So I appreciate so much you coming on here and just saying something that is so obvious to so many people, that letting transgender people be their authentic self is not a risk to society.
Right.
It sounds bizarre that I have to say that to people and that you have to reinforce that fact, but I'm thankful that you're here to reinforce it, because there's been a lot of times in my life where there was nobody to reinforce that. So Mike, I truly do appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I thank you. I don't really know what else to say, but thank you, because it's people like you that help us break those stereotypes.
Yeah, and I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate you working with the children and just breaking down those barriers. It's one day at a time. It's one issue at a time. It's one crisis at a time. It takes a whole community to get through those things.
It does.
And we're taking that step forward. So
I really do appreciate you being on.